One of the easiest and fastest ways to be stuck in the same routine every single day is to care about what other people think. Yep. And I know that just pushed some buttons right there. That just ruffles some feathers right there. But it is 100% true. The more you care about what other people think, you are putting yourself on the fastest train smoking to a boring, mundane, routine life. And until you stop caring about what other people think, you're going to be stuck. And I am here today, beautiful people, to help you get out of that cycle and not worry about other people's opinions. If you want to hear how I did that for myself and for my clients, well, stay tuned. Hello and welcome to Think Different Daily. My name is Jennifer and I am a marketing coach. I help people just like you make money online. And on this channel, Think Different Daily, we do two things. One, we help you to think differently about how to make money online. And two, we talk about the things that most people don't when it comes to making money online. So if that sounds like something you want to hear more about, go ahead and like this video. Be sure to subscribe and also share this video too. So let's really dive into this because one of the things that I've learned that has been a complete game changer for me is that you cannot worry about what others think. Okay. And one of the things that I say all the time is that comparison is the thief of joy. So it starts first with yourself. It's one thing to compare for inspiration. It's another thing when you begin to compare and it begins to impact and steal your joy. Because honestly, social media is very good at that. And we are very good at allowing social media to be very good at that because we see other people's lives, even though we're seeing a little snippet of their life, what they decide to record and post and show us, we're seeing a snippet of the totality of this person's life. And we use that one little clip, that one scene, and we compare our entire lives against it. And not for inspiration, but as a we find ourselves going, well, look at them. Look at how much they've achieved. Look at their family. Look at the job. Look at the success that they've had. And I haven't even, how many of us have done that? Listen, you can raise your hand from right where you are. Nobody will know. I won't know. I can't see you. That's between you and God. Okay. So just be honest though. How many times have you compared yourself and you realize how it begins to chip away at your joy? It's because comparison is the thief of joy when you don't approach it with the proper mindset. Now, I'm not here to get into like all this mindset stuff. That is a video for another day. I'm just simply pointing out the importance of finding inspiration. My husband says all the time, you have to know and look for your inspiration. What is it that gets you excited? What is it that drives you and motivates you? And I can tell you for me, I have a couple different things. One of the things is I enjoy watching tiny house shows. And I don't have a lot of time to watch TV in general, but when I do, I like watching tiny house shows. And you might go, okay, why? Do you live in a tiny house? Do you want to live in a tiny house? The answer is no, to both of those questions, by the way, because I'm actually pretty tall and my tiny house wouldn't really be tiny because it would need to accommodate not only my 5'11" self, but my 6'7" husband as well. So tiny house tiny houses aren't really for us. But the reason why I enjoy watching tiny house shows is because there's so much ingenuity and creativity that I take from watching people do so much with so little. All right. Like the 400 square feet, 300 square feet. And I just love watching how the builders and everyone who's involved, even the people who are actually going to live in the tiny house, how they all come together and like the creativity that is in their brains. It's truly a gift. It's truly a gift because for two people and a dog, a whole family even to live in a tiny house that's like less than 700 square feet. I know if you live in America, for sure, that sounds like completely impossible. And I know that there are people who do. In other countries, I think it's more common to have less space. America just tries to do everything big, and sometimes it's unnecessary, but you understand what I'm saying. So that's one of the inspirations that I get because I look at that and go, wow, if they can do take something and like literally there's nothing, there's 300, 200 square, how are they turning this into a functional space where they're able to cook and sleep and work out and relax and just enjoy their space? And oh, by the way, they can take it wherever they want to take it because it's on wheels. So it's pretty impressive. I get inspired by that. And I go, okay, well, I know I'm not going to go out and build a tiny house or live in one for that matter, but what can I do with something so small? I love how in the Bible it says that you should never, ever, ever, ever despise small beginnings. And so I think that's another reason why I like watching the tiny house shows because it's like this small little space that they're able to do so much with. So, you know, if you are watching this and you made it this far, type in the chat, do not despise small beginnings. We all got to start somewhere. And also look for your inspiration. That's just one of the many things that inspires me. We want to make sure that we're not comparing and it's stealing our joy. Compare, get in for inspiration. Always allow someone or something to inspire you to do what that unique thing is that you have to offer. That way, you can then become an inspiration to someone else. One thing I hear all the time from the clients that I am so blessed to be able to help to make money online using the 3 simple step strategy that I have created, which I've linked it in the description if you want to check it out. It's a free training there, and you can learn how to go from just becoming a TikTok scroller, right? We've all been there and wasting a bunch of time on TikTok just scrolling, but to go from that to being an earner where you are now making recommendations, you're building a community, and you're making money doing it. Because if you're going to be on the platform, you might as well make money while you're on the platform. Okay. It's that simple. All right. So here's one more thing I'll leave you with. I don't want this video to be super long. One of the things that I hear all the time from my clients is how inspired they are by what I have been able to accomplish. And I hear it all the time. I think every single client that I've been so blessed to work with, they always say, I tried this strategy, I paid for this, viral strategy in this course, and I tried to, just piece together all this free information from YouTube University, from TikTok, from Instagram, and nothing really seemed to work for me. I wasn't able to have like a clear roadmap or GPS that got me from where I am and told me all the steps I needed to take in between to get to where I wanted to go, which for many of them is just, I want to make some extra money, like at the end of the day. And all these other perks came alongside that. But they said, it's so amazing how you were able to do that in the midst of one of the most challenging seasons of your life. And, this is not for me to brag and pat myself on the back by any means, but it's just to show you how, as much as you look for inspiration in others, other people are looking for you to be inspirational too, right? And so it just brings me joy knowing that I was able to inspire someone else to step out and do something that they've never done before, to really put their faith in action and try my 3 step simple strategy. And on top of all of that, they're able to see real results just like I experienced for myself. I'll tell you something, I don't try anything unless I have tested it on myself. Okay. Unless I have tested it on myself. And so before I began working that simple strategy with my clients, I had to be my own guinea pig first. And it took some time and it took some trials and tribulations, I'll just tell you. But in all of it, there were many lessons learned, and I was able to package it in such a way that it was just so simple. And that's what I was looking for myself about a little bit more than a year ago. I had no TikTok shop affiliate marketing to talk about. I was wasting a bunch of time under the umbrella of research, scrolling on TikTok, trying to figure out how to get into this affiliate marketing that I was seeing everybody else talk about, but I just didn't know where to start. So I tried one strategy after another, after another, after another, only to discover that I was trying to piecemeal all this free information together, and none of it seemed to come together into one clear, simple plan. I'm so blessed to be able to help to make money online using the three simple step strategy that I have created, which I've linked it in the description if you want to check it out. It's a free training there, and you can learn how to go from just becoming a TikTok scroller, right? We've all been there and wasting a bunch of time on TikTok just scrolling, but to go from that to being an earner where you are now making recommendations, you're building a community, and you're making money doing it. Because if you're going to be on the platform, you might as well make money while you're on the platform, okay?